This is the HP Stream 13. It's about 5 years old and has definitely seen some use, as you can see. It has a 2-core Celeron N8240 with Intel integrated graphics, 2GB of DDR3 single channel memory, and 32GB SSD, which is just flash memory soldered to the motherboard. Even when it came out, it was nowhere near fast. The build quality of this laptop is horrific. When you apply slight pressure to the top of the screen when the laptop is closed, it bends, which is not good. One thing I cannot fault, however, is the keyboard, which is probably one of the best laptop keyboards I've used in my relatively short experience of using them. It originally came with Windows 8.1, but at the release of Windows 10, upgraded to that, which I definitely shouldn't have done, as the laptop became very full, and it got to the point where the storage was so full of Windows updates that it wasn't able to install any applications, and it was still behind on Windows updates by about 2 years. By this point, which I'm sorry I don't have any footage of, but the laptop was taking about 10 minutes to boot, and when it booted, anything more than Microsoft Edge was impossible to use without the laptop crashing. After this, I put the laptop away for quite a while, until about a week ago, when I remembered it. Since confining the laptop to the dark cupboard, I learned a lot more about computers, especially Linux, which I've been meaning to try out anyway. I realised this computer could probably do well with Linux, so I set about installing an ISO to my USB stick. I originally installed Lubuntu to the laptop, as I thought the laptop could probably not handle much more, but to my surprise it booted and ran very smoothly. I had quite a lot of driver problems with Lubuntu, mainly with the Broadcom wireless driver, which the laptop uses, as it is not installed by default, and the laptop had no Ethernet port. After I solved this, I figured that I wasn't a fan of Lubuntu, and I wanted to try a different, more sleek looking OS. I was leaning towards Arch Linux, but then I discovered Manjaro. It looked pretty perfect for me with its sleek UI and also Pacman package manager, which from my testing and in my opinion, is the best package manager to use. After installing this, I had only used 20% of the disk after installing and upgrading the OS, compared to when on Windows we were at 100% full without installing anything else. Another nice addition is that the laptop now boots in under 30 seconds. In terms of tasks now, it can run quite a few things at once, for instance Atom while watching a YouTube video and googling for help programming at the same time, which is much better than on Windows, where I could not even download anything, or run videos. Overall, Linux has completely revived this laptop, and I might consider actually using it now considering that it's usable. It runs all the Python scripts I've thrown at it, and I also use it to develop websites with JavaScript. In addition to this, I've been loving taking it around with me and typing up some notes on this awesome Linux app called Left, which I've been using to type up the past scripted videos. Unfortunately, I couldn't get many games to work. Minecraft Java Edition, even on the beta version, did work, however, but the frame rate was sickeningly low. Emulating up to a DS in terms of hardware is very possible though and quite enjoyable. I had some fun playing NES Tetris on RetroArch, which runs just fine. Overall, I'm really happy with how Linux brought this computer back to being usable again, and it just shows how good Linux actually is, especially for old hardware. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this, be sure to like or subscribe. That's all for now.